live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
If you want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. The follow won't go either. To Paul George. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nikola Vucevic pins it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nikola Vucevic. Leonard. To Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier missed his first. That one goes.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Leonard, knocked loose. Magic in control. Clippers have got it. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. It'll stay Clipper basketball. George, not easy.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
The assist from number 21.
That's out. Last touch by DJ Augustine. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now Steve Clifford going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Beverly. Knocked loose. Magic have it. Fires the three. Not that time. To George. Paul George. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To the outside. From the outside, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Fournier, tough matchup against George. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Grant with the basketball. They trail by 7. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
To Paul George. Flushes it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Jonathan Isaac scores him in close.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Steve Clifford giving his guys a breather. Here come the subs. Even to Zubas. Rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Throws it down.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Good shot.
We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone
Beverly. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down a bundle. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
able to convert on both free throws. Leonard. They get it to George, down low. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Lou Williams. He's 2 for 2 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lets it fly from long range. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
Look out. Freight train coming through.
I got ball.
He throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so it stays with the Magic. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for number 4 and number
To Gordon. Beyond the arc for 3, and Aaron Gordon good on the quick release for 3.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Lou Williams snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lou Williams. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Augustine with it up top. His guys down big. Here's a chance from long range and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Runners good there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Leonard. And finishes strong. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Aaron Gordon. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Has a chance, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
The pass set it all up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he hits the second. 3 for 3. Nice. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Trying to cash in. Oh, Evan Fournier. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard. Textbook defense.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And he buries it. To George. The Magic have the rebound. To Gordon. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The drive, right to the basket, and too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
I got the mismatch.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Leonard. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
They work it down to Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
George drills the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the 3-point shot is.
How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from 3-point range.
And I get mesmerized